Interesting times. This week's stories. INC oratorio performers spend a day serenading the elderly in Forest Hills, New York. INC cinema actors and filmmakers share some tips on making values-based movies. Metropolitan Fashion Week brings designers to Los Angeles and turns City Hall into a runway. A glimpse at Hawaii's Iolani Palace, the only official royal palace in the United States. Plus, Sweet Tooth Hotel's 1955 pop-up installations bring retrofuturism to Dallas, Texas. Hello everyone, I am Lynn Pence, bringing you stories from around the globe, and this is Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition. A week prior to the U.S. premiere of the INC-produced oratorio concert, musicians and singers of the said productions spent some time in between rehearsals to serenade the elderly in the not just one but two nursing homes in Forest Hills, New York. Tenny Sumage reports.
Hip-hop artist Macklemore once said, "Music is therapy. Music moves people. It connects people in ways that no other medium can." This statement rang true as several members of the INC Symphony Orchestra and Symphonic Choir struck a chord with the residents of two nursing homes in the borough of Queens. These talented musicians shared their gift of music to the neighboring community. Seeing how elated the residents were, conductor and violinist Zyla Hakolne believes that bringing joy to others through music is a reward in itself.
I believe music is a powerful tool for healing and for uplifting lives because music is a universal language. It transcends race, transcends age, and anywhere in the world and anyone can appreciate music and any message that music can deliver. After the performance, all of the residents were very, very happy and thankful and really, really appreciative. Because, well, they were telling us it's not every day that, people, or especially young people, go out of their way to come visit a nursing home and do something like this for them, just for their entertainment, for their enjoyment, and also for them to have a little light, especially when they may be going through test trials in their own lives every day. They said this was kind of a breath of fresh air for them. And to hear this kind of music, to hear this kind of inspiration through music, they were very, very appreciative of it.
Rose Vizard, a staff member of the Fairview Nursing Center in Forest Hills, reacted to the instrumental performance and how the members are doing good for the community.
Wonderful to have something like that. I hoped in the future that we have more of it. It would be, instead of, like you say, we have a tendency to stereotype where it's just older people doing it. That's not really true. We're really misled because maybe that's what we see, but there's a lot of young people that are involved in this sort of thing. They're involved in their local churches and, like you said, doing good. And it's really a blessing to the facility and the community at large.
The sharing of music fostered connections between the ensemble members and the residents, as the events concluded with an exchange of handshakes, hugs, conversations, and smiles.
Members that we have right now, we have many who are musically inclined. They love many things about music. So an avenue such as this, imagine Lincoln Center, a chance for them to showcase their skills, their talents in a place like Lincoln Center. It will not only give them huge inspiration, but it will make them feel confident having to be able to perform in such a venue like that. That's why the administration is really looking out for all the brethren. And again, this is an avenue for them, for those who are musically inclined. And it's another way for the church administration to reach out to the brethren and cultivate their talents. Remember, almost everything we do has something to do with sharing our faith. The oratorio, the music that will be presented will be about our faith. Even the lyrics, what we did earlier in the INC giving or singing for a cause at the nursing home, the music that was played were original compositions by brethren in the church, again, speaking about our faith. So through these musical activities, we are able to share our faith with non-members, and they're able to find out about our faith.
Music appreciation has no age limit, as music is the language of the heart, mind, and soul. This is Tenny Samagi reporting from Forest Hills, New York, 1 with 25.
Thank you, Tenny. From music, let's go to filmmaking. In the recently held AVN Awards International in Los Angeles, our Eagle News junior correspondents asked some of the actors and filmmakers for some tips on how to put together values-based films. Here's what Ariane Andrade, Seth Paras, and Davis and Sarah Cuccio discovered. Take a look.
From AVN Awards International 2018.
We are 1 with 25.
It's red carpet season for independent films at the Excellence in Visual Media Awards International in Los Angeles, California.
These films focus on values-based themes relevant for all ages.
But what we want to know is
how these stories positively influence the youth.
a ticket to the show granted access to the popular Microsoft Theater as well as to an evening of Hollywood-style entertainment at the AVN Awards International.
How is it like being at the famous Microsoft Theater?
It's very, very cool to be here inside the Microsoft Theater because, you know, there's a lot of award shows that happen here, a lot of concerts.
It's amazing. It's so pretty here. It's fun. It's fun. You're amazed of how beautiful this theater is.
I feel like a superstar even though I'm not a superstar.
Like we're in the red carpet, the Oscars, right?
Oh, I love it. I've been here once around this area, but I've never been inside. It's actually really pretty and really beautiful.
Why is it important for you to attend the AVN Awards?
Well, for us, because it's an interesting event because it's everybody from around the world where we get to see everybody's work and we get to appreciate it and support them.
And to see all the talent that Iglesia Ni Cristo has nowadays.
There are so many people here today. I wanted to know where they came from and how much fun they were having.
Where are you from?
I'm from North San Diego area.
San Diego also, the fine city.
I'm from Long Beach, California.
I'm from San Fernando.
How fun is it dressing up for the red carpet?
You know, it's so fun because you get to dress up all nice.
It's extremely fun. I like to get dressed up.
This is our first time being on the red carpet and dressing up, so thank you for the opportunity.
It's fun. I like dressing up, so this is one of the opportunities that we can dress up.
Oh, it was really fun. I dressed up with my friends and we all got ready together, so it was really, really fun.
My wife is the one who dresses me up, and I tell her to pick clothes that are appropriate for the occasion, and as you can see, she picks me up, what do you think, pretty well, right?
As filmmakers, cast, and crew members, why moviegoers should be interested in the films being showcased in the AVN Awards. What advice would you give a young person who wants to work in cinema?
What is important is you need to have a passion, you have the heart and dedication.
Try it. You don't know if you never try, right?
I would say get involved at a very young age. My daughter, she's been acting with me the last 2 years, and she started at the age of 9.
My advice to that young person is to do it from the heart, right? Really put your heart and soul in what you're doing and understand your purpose. Storytelling is a very powerful tool in conveying a message and expressing an idea. So hang in there, even though it gets hard. Usually the things that are hard are the things that are worth it.
Take the leap. Don't be afraid. You'll be afraid only for the first 10 seconds, and after that, it's bliss.
Be prepared to work. Once you learn the skills, once you learn the disciplines, that's when it starts becoming fun. It'll be hard work. It was hard work, but it's a lot of fun if you could discipline yourself and have patience with the whole process.
The AVN Awards have gone international, with entries hailing from such countries as the United States, Philippines, Australia, China, and Japan.
What do you want viewers, especially young people, to learn after watching the film?
The message of the film is you may lose everything, including your memory, but never lose your faith in God.
We hope that they learn that to hold on to their faith, and to also share their faith, because you never know who you can inspire and motivate throughout the course of their life if they're going through problems.
What film were you in?
I'm in the film of Sons and Brothers.
What has your experience been like after working on this project?
My experience has been very shocking to be my best child's performer, because this is like my first ever film, especially in part for the church.
It's been a roller coaster of a ride, lots of ups and downs, but we were able to get through them all.
I've never been a part of a movie before, so hopefully it won't be the last time. Whether you win an award or not, it's all about the experience.
Wow, that was the best award show I've ever been to. And for some of us, the only award show we've ever been to.
We'd love to stay for the post-award celebration, but unfortunately cannot.
Because we have school tomorrow. So, from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, California, this is Ariane, Sarah, Seth, and David reporting for Eagle News. And we are 1 with 25.
I took down notes for who knows a future in filmmaking. When we come back, still in LA, we will take you to the Metropolitan Fashion Week, where fashion and costume designers showcase their creations in a not-so-conventional venue, turning the Los Angeles City Hall into their runway. Eagle News, Washington, D.C. will return shortly. Welcome back. You are watching Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition. Fashion and costume designers showcase their creations during the Metropolitan Fashion Week in a not-so-conventional venue, turning the Los Angeles City Hall into their runway. Alan and Ava Basalahe with the details.
Museums, movie studios, luxury car dealerships, and historic mansions may not be places you'd imagine finding a fashion show. But the Metropolitan Fashion Week has conceived the idea to host their stylish soirees at venues off the beaten path. And talk about a non-traditional place. Tonight's affair is being held here at Los Angeles City Hall. Unusual, right?
So I love architecture and design, obviously. So why not showcase a fashion show in beautiful buildings? So Metropolitan Fashion Week, what makes it different from other shows is that we highlight costume designers and fashion designers. That's one thing. We were not planning to have people performing, like Bebe Coronel and Jackie Rivera. They found out we spoke like I think 10 days ago, and we just came together. So some things takes a long time, and the last minute things will flourish.
Awards for multiple categories in fashion and costume design for film, television, and live performances will be handed out at the show. One of those being honored is three-time Academy Award winner, makeup artist V. Neal. Presenting the award is actor, writer, producer, director, and overall funny man Steve Carell.
She is among the most decorated makeup artists in history. She has frequently been recognized for her incredible talent, including winning 3 Oscars, a BAFTA, 2 Emmys, and a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Makeup Artists Guild, and tonight, Metropolitan Fashion Excellence Award. Please join me in congratulating my friend and legend, V. Neal.
With its popularity surging, Metropolitan Fashion Week is a show which dares to roll out runways in stately and historic venues. It also claims the distinction of showcasing the work of both fashion and costume designers. What does it mean to a show, to any show, to have costume designers? Because it can't function without you.
Well, no, you can't. You can't function, but it's pretty incredible to interpret when you have a script and you get to play with it and you get to put your different characters in different costumes.
Is this the first time you've been here at Metropolitan Fashion Week?
Yes, it is, and I'm really excited about it. Because you get to see all this fashion. You get to see, there's so much wealth of just creativeness, you know, here. And it's just bursting at the seams right now. So it's so cool.
What is your inspiration with your designs?
You know, that's a very good question. We all got to go see King Tut, of course, and my inspiration was Nefertiti. However, I think that maybe if Khaleesi from Game of Thrones and Nefertiti had a distant, beautiful cousin, maybe it will be something like that.
Look closely at the gowns. The structure, the architecture, the way they're made, everything that's put into it with design and with the fabrics and everything. It's really something special.
This one is always so glamorous. It's honestly delightful to come and see. They always go big with this show, so that's what it's fun about it. To see all the designs that they're going to show us, it's always so much to see, so much creativity going on. It's very, very entertaining.
I am wearing Douglas Tapia's design. He is a Venezuelan designer, came all the way from Venezuela and made this gown especially for this event. It was an amazing turnout. Like, I expected a really good show because they've always had good productions, but it's a beautiful venue and a beautiful crowd.
It's just a lot of energy, especially when you come out and you see all these cameras pointing at you, you see hundreds of people standing there, and it's just a lot, and it feels really good. It's like a little bit of nervousness, but a little bit of excitement too at the same time, so it's good.
It really is exciting. I mean, there's so much commotion going on right now, just here at the red carpet. And then talk about the location. I mean, we're at City Hall. What do you think about that?
Yeah, this is an amazing location. It's actually the first fashion show I've been to outside. And I really like it. It's a lot of fresh air. It's not all stuffy, so it's really nice. I like it.
Who are you wearing?
Giovanni Testi.
Oh, yes. One of the featured designers?
Yes. So, yeah, they actually custom made this for me. Wonderful. Yeah, it's tailored, and yeah, I love their design. So I'm just here to show support to them and the nominees.
So how different is it to not be on the runway, but rather be a spectator?
It feels good, no sweating tonight, no nerves, just chill back and let my hair down.
This is a great night tonight because we're showcasing so many beautiful designs that are unique, and some are inspired by King Tut as well, which is really exciting.
What's on the horizon for you, for fans of your work?
Oh my gosh, well, I'm working on my music, my acting. I also am here with my amazing hairstylist. Come in here.
How long did it take for you to make this work of art happen?
Well, it doesn't take long, I'll tell you that much. She's beautiful the way she is naturally.
What do you want to say to our viewers all around the world?
Mahal kita, I love you, Philippines. Mwah. I love fashion. Super excited to see the collection. I started out in New York as a model, so it's kind of like going back to my roots in a weird way.
What sets Metropolitan Fashion Week apart from the others?
It's a lot more unique. There's a lot of different designers with different styles in a way that's totally different from New York Fashion Week, regular LA Fashion Week, anything like that.
But we did hear rumors that they're going to try to get a foothold in New York as well. Will you be there if they do?
You best believe!
Now that's one city with undeniably limitless potential for a fashion show. Can't wait to see what venue they come up with next.
But in the City of Angels, the lights have dimmed and the runway has closed. So from Los Angeles, California, this is Eva and Alan for Eagle News, and we are 1 with 25.
I wonder where their next top will be. Thanks, Alan and Ava. When we come back, a glimpse at Hawaii's Iolani Palace, the only official royal palace in the United States. Plus, Sweet Tooth Hotel's 1955 pop-up installations bring retro futurism to Dallas, Texas. Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition will return shortly. This is Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition. I am Lynn Pence. Did you know that there is only one official royal palace in the United States? Oh yes, and it is in Hawaii. Our Eagle News junior correspondent Mio Acenas takes us to Iolani Palace.
Surrounded by modern buildings in downtown Honolulu is a centuries-old structure that stands as an enduring symbol of all things Hawaii. This is Iolani Palace.
Iolani Palace was built by our last reigning king, David Kalakaua, and it was built in 1879. And for its time, it was ahead of its time. And it's a well-known fact that Iolani Palace has some of the most amazing pieces of art within the palace that largely came as a result of Kalakaua's world travels. He was the first monarch to circumnavigate the globe. The palace was the first to have plumbing and electricity before even the White House.
The first floor consists of public reception areas such as the Grand Hall, State Dining Room, and Throne Room. The second floor contains of the King's and Queen's private suites, and even a music room. Sadly, January 17, 1893 would be the darkest moment in Hawaii's history, as the last monarch, Queen Iolani, was overthrown by American businessmen with the help from the federal government. The palace also features the imprisonment room, where the Queen was placed under house arrest following the overthrow of her government.
There was a ceremony on the grounds of this palace where they lowered the Hawaiian flag and they raised the American flag. And it has been a struggle ever since for Hawaiians to regain their identity, to regain their sovereignty. And the palace has become a symbol of that.
After the monarchy, Iolani Palace became the headquarters for the provisional government. It also served as the capital building for the Republic, the territory, and eventually the state of Hawaii. Government offices finally vacated the palace in 1969 and moved to the current state capitol building. The symbol of Hawaiian culture now needed a lot of work for renovations and restoration.
A group of very conscientious community leaders, including my mother, got together and said, we can't allow this to happen. And so they started the very, very difficult process of restoring the palace and trying to go search the world for all of these artifacts that had been dispersed far and wide, bring them back to Hawaii and place them in this palace. It was a very difficult job. It required a lot of funding and a lot of government support, but the result is what we have today.
At present, Iolani Palace is open to the public, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Once a month, the palace is also open on Sundays, offering complimentary tickets for Kama'aina guests. To qualify, all you need is a Hawaii driver's license, state ID, or an active duty U.S. military ID.
They can walk the grounds of this palace where the Royal Hawaiian Band played, where the King's coronation took place, where the Queen's coronation took place, where the overthrow of the monarchy happened. It is a very, very sacred place, and these are hallowed grounds. And I always tell people, if you want to know about Hawaii, its history and its culture, come to Iolani Palace.
From Honolulu, Hawaii, I'm Mio Asenes with Eagle News. I'm 1 with 25.
Mahalo, Mio. From Hawaii, let's head east to Dallas, Texas, my hometown, for some time traveling. Eagle News correspondent Nanita Manoy explores 1955, a pop-up installation themed retrofuturism through a swirl of color and a step back in time to the future. Intrigued much? Take a look.
Tonight we are in Dallas, Texas to take a look and experience the highly talked about Sweet Tooth Hotel.
And so Sweet Tooth Hotel, the name Sweet Tooth comes from indulgence. We want you to indulge in yourself. We want you to take selfies and interact with the art. Hotel is a play on words because we give the artists a room that they can create their art in. So this is chapter 2 of the Sweet Tooth Hotel. And so our 1955 theme is about our modern take on the 1955 space race.
No, you can touch the art, but remember to be gentle with it. If you haven't been here before, then you know that our motto is everything is cute, but fragile.
Yeah, and then also another feature that we added for this chapter too is a gift shop. Articles that are from the artists themselves, that's going to be on the right side.
Reporting from Dallas, Texas, this is Nanita Manawis, your ABC correspondent, 1 with 25.
Thanks, Nanita. That is today's Eagle News Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition. Join us again next week for stories from our bureaus across the nation and around the globe. Visit our websites at Eaglenews.PH and EagleNewsLive.com. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/EagleNewsPH. Thank you for watching. I am Lynn Pence, and I am 1 with 25.